Operation status quo. Operation status quo. Prepare to engage. Operation status quo. Ready to engage. Operation status quo. Engaged. Engaged. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it going. Let's get it going. It's time to get it going and get the show flowing right here on OSQ. Who? Yeah, me and you. Yeah. All right, let me lower this down. It's like, I laugh at myself every single time. I don't know why. I mean, I wish I could just like come on and go, oh, well, hello and welcome, everybody. Let's just have a reasonable human conversation. But that's not the way it flows here on Operation Status Quo, ladies and gentlemen. I am Pete Palma. I am your user-friendly host here on Operation Status Quo, broadcasting from the comfy confines of my very own home. Hope you're doing well out there. If you haven't been here before, thanks for taking the time to be here today, and stick with me, all right? So anyway, this is the place where we observe the status quo of life. We learn to flow with the status quo of life. And most importantly, we learn to create our own flow of quo, because that's the only way to go. So what are you doing today, right now, this very second, to create your own flow of quo? Do you understand how serious this is, ladies and gentlemen? I don't come here and just say these things out of the blue to try to alarm you, but this is very serious. You need to create your own flow of quo and start doing it right now. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below, all right? And remember, most importantly, if you're not living your own flow of quo, you are living someone else's flow, and that's a no. We don't do that here on Operation Status Quo. So I'm briefly distracted here in the beginning because for those of you that have been following, I've been having issues with my chat here, the live chat on YouTube. People participate in the chat, and yet I don't see the chat. I don't see the chat. But people can see each other in the chat, which is great, I guess. Honestly, you're just taking me out of it, right? That's like one less spot you have to deal with me. So maybe it's a good thing. But I have a second computer here today, and I'm watching through a second channel. So if you are out there and you want to put something in the chat, put something in the chat. This way I can see if it shows up for me here on my other channel as I'm watching myself live. Okay. Why am I explaining all that? I don't know. All right, we have a great show for you today. And before we get into it, just a quick preview. Really lucky today to have actually a public service announcement that we're going to share some information through Damien the Dinosaur has a program that he runs for children to teach them important lessons about life. And he's going to join us a little bit later and do a little public service announcement or endeavor, whatever the hell he's doing, live via the OSQ Starlink satellite. So he'll be there for that. And also, we're going to do some fun facts. I got some cool fun facts. I thought it'd be fun. We're having fun today because today's a fun day. I want to have fun. I want you to have fun. Let's have fun together, all right? That's what it's all about here on Operation Status Quo, ladies and gentlemen. So today is the 25th of June in the good year 2025, and today's program is entitled All About the Bronze. Yeah, baby, LeBron's James. No, just, I don't know why I said that. All about the bronze, real like bronze, like metal bronze. I'm just proud to announce, I just thought I'd kind of go light on this show today in a sense and talk about this. I don't talk deeply about some of the musical endeavors as much. The album's out there. You guys know the Happy Day album. Hopefully you're listening to it, enjoying it, streaming it multiple times, getting it buried into the deep recesses of your brain. This way, it's always there, right? It's always there encouraging you or haunting you, depending on how you feel about what you're hearing. But I am proud to announce that I have won. I don't know, I shouldn't laugh. I am proud. I'm proud. I don't take, guys, let me just say this first, because, I don't take anything super seriously. It's always wonderful to be recognized in some regard or whatever. You get a little accolade or something, but I really don't care about a lot of things, on that spectrum. I guess, I really just like to entertain and put the stuff out there, whether it be the show, whether it be the stuff I've been doing on my social media. Are you following me on Facebook and Instagram? Because you're missing out. I've said it before. It's a lot of fun over there and some cool videos I've been posting and making. So, check me out on Pete Palma on Facebook and pete.palma on Instagram. Wherever you go, Twitter, I think it's at PetePalma73. I think it is. I don't know. Whatever. You could probably find me either way. But anyway, yeah. So it's nice to be recognized and such, but again, I only do all this stuff because I really love it and it's fun, and I really, the truth is, like, I really, it's almost like a two thing. It's like, I love doing this, but like part of why I love doing it is because I always want to reach people and encourage people and try to tell people to see things in a different way, right? But the world, nobody listens. Nobody listens. So sometimes it's frustrating when you're constantly trying to like put this message out, and people are still you're still watching the news. They're still believing mainstream media. They still put limitations on themselves of what they can do. They still have these outdated thought processes, and it's just like, people, are you paying the freak attention to what I'm saying here and what we're doing? Is anybody listening? Is there anybody out there? Does anybody care? Does anybody hear me? No, they don't. They freaking don't. But I don't care. I mean, that's why I do this anyway. I mean, you have to just it's like anything else. You got to just it's like a horse pill. You got to blow it right down their throat, So that's what we're doing here, I guess, on Operation Status Quo, because it's not about me trying to be anything except for being me. And really, the me is just the frustration of what we're dealing with in our general population, and how much people are entrenched in their physicality and believe that this world is real, believe that their life is real, believe that they are the person that they are. Never this space. It's just I don't know that. Why am I getting off? I'm here to say thank you for this award I received. And there I go on this tangent as usual. But anyway, yes, so I did receive a bronze medal as a finalist for the Global Music Awards. You can look them up, globalmusicawards.com. They have the website. You can scroll down. My name is on there under the bronze. But I'm just happy. I listen, not for anything, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first endeavor of putting out. Yes, like I said, I've played guitar and I like to write songs or whatever. But this is my first endeavor of putting, a production like this together and getting it out there, and to have it received fairly well, and to within 2 months of it going out, receive an award, which is really nice. I did submit, to them. You have to submit, so it's not like they, came and found me. I don't want to make it real here, but I did. I submitted, and it won. So it won in 2 categories for songwriter, lyricist, and as well as emerging artist. So I hope we don't emerge too much. Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to catch me when I'm emerging at the wrong time. But seriously, oops, can I shut that off? There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm thankful, and I want to thank again Hands in Motion School of Music and Productions. Did a great job. Not just on the promotion side of things, and of course it was NASA there who recommended to me to submit, to this particular contest, and I'm actually submitted to another contest. We'll see how that goes. That'll be later in the summer that I'll find the results about that. So, either way, we're one for one so far. So that's not too bad, right, ladies and gentlemen? One for one. That's the way to go. All right, so we're 1 for 1, and that's good. So maybe I shouldn't submit to anything else. This way, I have I'd be batting 1,000, right? All right. And I also got to thank, of course, Lanny Battistini. Guys, look him up. He's an amazing musician. He's got multiple albums out. He's won Grammy Awards. He's well accomplished. And he just is an amazing pianist, and of course he plays other instruments as well. But as a music producer, and what he can do on the keys is really amazing. A lot of what he plays, jazz and Latino style, and even Christian music he does as well. He just won another Grammy, I believe, or no, that was another. I think he won the Global Music Awards as well. I think he said he won a silver medal for a song he worked with someone in the Christian music realm. So. I'm just saying. So, and to work with him and to have the way the album came out from what my idea was and what I was thinking, and compared to what it became. So. I just feel really blessed about everything, especially with the song that won, If I Could. Matter of fact, let's see. Maybe I'll pull it up here real quick on YouTube and just play a chunk of it. I can't probably play much because I'll get copyrighted. I'll get a copyright on my own songs. I can't tell you how many times I try to post things on YouTube and stuff, and I get copyright. I get copyright for my own crap, and I got to prove that it's mine. It's like crazy. But it was his idea, really, to say he thought it would be a good idea to have a ballad on the album to round it out. And I said, okay. So we kind of talked, and long story short, we kind of came up with oh God, of course, it has to be a commercial here. Hold on, let me get rid of this. And the song came to be, and I'm very thankful for it. Let's see. Here's a little bit of it for you. Anyway, I'm not going to say it. Let's play like 30 seconds or so.
Thinking about you.
I'm going to keep it under a minute. I don't want to get thrown off my own show for playing my music. All right, I'm going to stop right there before basically hit a minute there. Like I think anything over a minute would be a major problem. I'll have a copyright strike and everything else. So anyway, yeah, so that's the song. You can go look it up. Go look up my album. It's on the website and wherever you want to do and all that kind of stuff. I'm just thankful, really, I just wanted to mention it because, again, I don't want to downplay either. I have been working hard and really trying to put forth a lot of my heart, and everything is sincere that I do, and I do want to be serious about the fact that I really care about the messages I send, and as silly as some things are, and whatever people's opinions are, but it means a lot to me in the way of really. I mean, for me, I'm putting myself authentically. You're not going to find anybody else I don't think is authentic as me. I mean, I'll be honest with you because I'm really not trying to be anything except for myself. So, and it's just fun to do, and all this is fun. And I'm just, proud to be working with the people I've been working with, and to also have the opportunity and ability to win an award from a recognized organization, the Global Music Awards. So a little round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Hey-o. All right, so let's move on from that, and let me just say to kind of round it all out, yeah, I'm thankful on how I'm talking about. I like to send the messages, and let me just reiterate, since, things have really, I talk to people and they'll ask me oh, what do you think about what's going on in Iran and stuff, and I go, oh my God, it's do you believe this? It's I got to tell people, it's such a hard thing, because then I got to be well, I don't really believe in it. I don't believe our mainstream narratives. I don't believe that they're really showing us what's going on. They can make any kind of video and show you explosions. You know what I'm saying? Just like 9/11, they made people think a plane hit there. I'm just saying, it's but people, they just, I would just encourage everyone out there, please, to take a breath, take a step away from, these narratives, these thought processes, these ways of talking, these entrapments to our mainstream world. I mean, I definitely think beautiful changes are happening. The systems have to crumble. Whatever's going on is so many steps ahead and levels higher than what we understand and what we're talking about. It's like the kids graduating high school watching what the kindergartners are doing. I mean, it's we're the kindergartners, the general population. They run around all day doing a bunch of nonsense, and it's so vast, and the levels above what we're seeing are so different, and things are happening, but they're couched in a certain way and told as if it's this event, but that event really has nothing to do with anything. It's, anyway, it's just, I'm just saying, free your mind. I was talking about in the last show about, was it the last show? I don't know. Whenever I was talking about the Solitude Dude show a couple shows ago, when I was just talking about having your own space, and you have to have your own space and all that type of thing. So, I got to test this chat, by the way, real quick. There goes my ADD. I got this open, so I'm going to type a message to myself and see if, it'll pop up. It pops up there. Let me see if it'll pop up, but it won't pop up on my chat here. I don't know. Does anybody have any troubleshooting tips? Why the chat doesn't show up? All right. I don't know. I'm not going to belabor all that kind of crap. I am going to now move on to bring on Damien. Damien the dinosaur is waiting in the wings on the satellite. I met Damien recently or so. Well, I've known him for a while. He's been in and out of different businesses, but he's well. Anyway, I'll just let Damien talk for himself. But he's got a special message here for the kiddies out there. So let's see if we go over. Pardon me, if we go over to the OSQ satellite here, we tap in. Hello, Damien. Damien the dinosaur. Are you there? Come in, Damien. Hi, Pete. It's so good to be here. Damien. Damien the dinosaur. Damien the dinosaur. Hello. All right, Damien. So what's going on? Pleasure to have you here on the show. And you said we have been in and out of contact over some time, but you reached out saying you had kind of this new endeavor and you wanted to, share. You thought it'd be a great thing for, my platform here. So I'm going to just let you get to it. Tell me what's going on. Okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, I'm Damien the Dinosaur. And I just love all the kiddies out there. Oh, they're so much fun and super special and they're smart. And I just want to make sure that they're always safe. And make sure they're always protected. And make sure that they always are using their brains and knowing what's going on so they can avoid dangerous situations. So now I'm starting a brand new campaign where I'm going to go around and do public service with the children to show them how bad things can happen if they don't pay attention in certain situations. Oh, well, Damien, that sounds like a worthy cause to try to get in there and help the kids in that capacity. So I guess today you're going to do a little demonstration of this? Yeah, and I have my friend Joey here with me, our little buddy Joey. Hey, Joey, you want to say hi to all the kiddies out there?
Hi, this is Joey, and I'm glad to be here with Damien so we can teach the kiddies an important lesson.
Oh, boy, Joey, it's so great to have you here. Now, we're going to get right to it because, a lot of kiddies out there sometimes will go into the garage and they might find some of their dad's power tools laying around, and they might think it's a good idea to play with the power tools, but that could be very dangerous and the kiddies could get really, really hurt if they were not to know what they're doing and play with the power tools.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right, Damien, because they can be sharp and dangerous, and then sometimes you could get cut or even hurt really, really bad.
Oh, you're super, so fun, smart. That's what I love about you, Joey. But unfortunately, some of the other kiddies out there, they're not as smart as you, and they don't realize how dangerous playing with some power tools can be. So I got us a little jackhammer over here, and I just want to show all the kiddies what can happen if you start playing with the jackhammer.
Oh, no, that's too big. I don't want to play with the jackhammer.
You hold on now. We got to show the kiddies an important lesson.
Oh, no, wait. I did it. Wait a minute. Oh, God.
Oh, just a little more. Oh, did you see that, Pete? Did you see how we taught all the kiddies a lesson out there? Oh, for God's sakes, Damien, that sounds absolutely horrifying. Is Joey all right? I mean, come on, what's going on over there? We can't have this on the show. Oh, well, it looks like Joey's kind of taking a little bit of a nap right now, but I'm sure he'll be back with us again real soon. So I just wanted to send that important message out there. Thanks for giving us the platform to do so, and I hope you'll let us to come back really, really soon so we can send more important messages to all the kiddies out there. Right, Joey? Bye, Pete. All right. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Heyo.
I can only pray for the welfare of Joey at this time and hope that he's all right. But it is an important message if you really want to get to it. I mean, not for anything. Kids out there, sometimes they get into things they shouldn't get into, and it could cause them serious harm. And I think Damien, may have seemed a little out of the box in the way he did so, but he is showing Joey, which is probably sending a message to other kids out there that they're better off not playing with power tools, especially a jackhammer. All right. Anyway, so let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. I got some. Let me do one of these little things over here. I don't even know. I didn't even pick one. So let's just I don't know. What did I do? Let's just do this one over here. I guess I don't even remember which one's which. We're going to step away for one quick second, and then I'm coming back with some fun facts. Fun till Daddy takes Peep Show away. Yeah.
And now, things that Hallmark cards don't say. How could two people as beautiful as you have such an ugly baby?
I love those Hallmark cards. Very family friendly. Hey-o. All right. Where am I here? Am I on the right screen? I don't even know what screen I'm on. All right, let's go back over here. Matter of fact, I want to go in here. I saw some sound effects in here. I'm going off on all kinds of tangents now, but when I was going through my thing, I noticed some sound effects I haven't used in a while. How about this is a good one?
It is pointless to resist.
Yes, that's what I feel about my show. It's pointless to resist. I used to do this all the time. Let me see if I can. Where is that? Oh, back when COVID was going on, I used to do this all the time. Hold on, right here we go. Hold on, it's coming. Now watch. When a dope puts on a mask and gets a vax, you know you got a brainwashed moron when they mask and get the vax. That's right.
When the saints go marching in.
I used to do that all the time. What else I got over here? I forgot. I was just. Oh yeah, I used to do. But it was called the Pete.Palma program back then. I used to go. The Pete.Palma program's dandy. I watch it all the time. There's this. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. What am I doing, ladies and gentlemen? What does this show become? What does this show become? What does this show become? Heyo. This is the silliness of it all. You see what I'm saying? This is my mind. This is what I'm talking about, not taking life seriously and just having a good time. You can watch all this other crap on YouTube and people going crazy about, what's happening and behind the scenes and what missile went where, boo, boo, boo. Nonsense, right? Or you can watch this. You can watch this. Is it a nicer alternative? At least it's like interactive and fun. You wait till the day when people really start participating. then you'll see. You wait till we have like 100 people on this live stream and they're dropping chats like crazy. Then we'll really have a good time. All right, let's see here. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen, but those of you that are sticking with me and watching, I appreciate it. Let's do some of these. Where the hell am I? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Let's do some fun facts before I let it go today. We're good on time today. I'm trying to keep it. We can do this for a little while. All right, some fun facts today here on Operation Status Quo. How you feeling out there? Let me know in the comments. Are you enjoying what's going on? Do you wish I would just frickin' drop dead? Let me know what's going on. Let me go back over here and have some. All right, we'll go with that. All right, anyway, let's see. Okay, we'll start with this, ladies and gentlemen. Giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people. True, there are only 5 well-documented fatal lightning strikes on giraffes between 1996 and 2010, but due to the population of the species being just 140,000 during this time, it makes it quite a large number. This is 30 times the equivalent fatality rate for humans. Now, I believe that they say, they're. I don't know why they don't say why, but I would think it's because they're tall. It just says, maybe they're out in the open. I know, but see how tall they are. They get struck by lightning. This is why I personally like to hang out with a bunch of tall people. Like if I see that there's going to be a lot of lightning, I'll go right to a bunch of people playing basketball. Go over to a basketball court and I'll kind of like hang around in the middle of them because I figure one of those guys is going to get hit before me. All right, now listen to this. This is very important for any identical twins out there. Identical twins do not, I repeat, do not have the same fingerprints, so you can't blame your crimes on your twins. So yes, now honestly, ladies and gentlemen, this takes away the whole validity of the concept of identical twins because if you have different fingerprints, you are then not identical. But isn't that kind of crazy that you could be identical twins and everything's the same because you're identical twins, but your fingerprints are different? So how does that happen exactly, right? You have to wonder what's really going on in the womb and how they're manipulating things. I'm just saying we don't really know what the hell's going on. Okay, Earth's rotation, ladies and gentlemen, is changing speed. It's actually slowing down. That's what it says. So it says that this means that on average, the length of a day increases increases by around 1.8 seconds per century. 600 million years ago, a day lasted just 21 hours. So isn't that great? We're getting some extra time. But they say the Earth is changing speed. I mean, that's a whole other thing. You know, we observe here the mainstream narratives. We don't really know that the Earth is spinning the way that they say it is, or the actual shape and the multidimensional factors that play into what our physical existence really is. So let's just keep that in mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can go down that rabbit hole at your own pace. All right, your brain is constantly eating itself. That's what it says. Your brain is constantly eating itself. Don't you tell me. I know. I feel it. Oh, God, I know. I feel it. I feel it's in there. It's in there. It's eating itself, and it won't leave me alone. It won't leave me alone. Sweet God. All right, here we go. Somebody posted in the chat. See, this is a Tommaso. What's up, Tommaso? Tommaso the realtor. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Brandon, Florida area, Tampa area, where you need a good realtor, forget the fact that I have a real estate license. You don't want to see me. Call me. I'll put you in touch with Tommaso the realtor. This guy. He's an amazing guy. Matter of fact, Tommaso, while you're here, let me tell you. Tommaso gave me, hold on, what the hell am I doing? Tommaso gave me this drum. Tommaso, I got it right here, buddy, and I use it all the time. Tommaso. Yes, I do. Tommaso was actually in one of the houses that he sold, came across this drum and thought that I would appreciate it. And I do appreciate it, Tommaso. Thank you so much. This is great. I'm glad to see that. See, my actual chat here on the screen through the YouTube and such doesn't work for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on, but I decided this time to set up a secondary computer, Tommaso. I'm just letting you know because you're just joining the program. I set up a secondary computer watching my own show through a different, another one of my YouTube channels. And I can see the chat populating. So thank God I'm able to answer you. And blessings to you too. Matter of fact, we're on the right street. Blessings to you too. We're going to send some blessings to Tommaso right now. We pray to you, O Lord, that Tommaso is able to sell as many houses as possible this month. We can only hope that people will foreclose on their mortgages and he'll be able to sweep in and sell them at next to nothing cost.
So we pray.
And we pray for Tommaso.
All
right, I'm sorry. Off on those tangents. So yeah, what was I was talking about? The brain is eating itself. Yeah, your brain is constantly eating itself. That's what I feel is going on with me in my day-to-day life. I'm constantly in an effort to keep my brain from consuming itself, which is a real chore, ladies and gentlemen. You see how it comes across here on the show, where cells envelop and consume smaller cells or molecules to remove them from the system. Don't worry, they say it isn't harmful, but it actually helps preserve your gray matter. Okay. Oh, here we go. RC3's chiming in on the chat. I got to do something about this. I got to make this bigger. Here we go. RC3, my brain is eating itself watching right now. Can this be 21 hours and get this one back? Yeah, right. You're right. Thank you. You're right, RC3. If we can cut the time back to 21-hour days like it used to be. If we only can do that. We only can go back 600 million years. We can do away with 3 hours, and probably an hour of that would be this show. So I appreciate that, RC3. All right, let's continue on. Let's do a few more because we're having fun here, okay? Let's see. Here now, I don't know, how they come up with this kind of nonsense, ladies and gentlemen, and how you even know that this, but they say, and of course, we don't believe they ever, but they say the largest piece of fossilized dinosaur poo, okay, discovered is about 30 centimeters long and over 2 liters in volume. So they believe it's from a Tyrannosaurus Rex. How do you know it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Come on, guys. I mean, this is the kind of bull they put out. The largest piece of fossilized dinosaur poo is 30 centimeters. How the frig do you know that? Like maybe it was even bigger and it broke in half. You don't even know. You don't even know what's going on. It's ridiculous, Maybe 2 dinosaurs crap together and it made one big poo. I mean, you don't even know what's going on. They say, I don't know, we dug around and found a piece of poo. Like, how you know what I'm saying? Fossilized poo. I mean, what are we talking about? Is it next to the bones of the dinosaur and there's like the poo, like its last poo as it died and it's its poo? Like, how do you even know what you're talking about? It's so stupid, right? Here we go. The universe's average color is called cosmic latte. So in a 2002 study, anyway, astronomers found that the light coming from galaxy averaged into a beige color that's close to white. So they decided to call it cosmic latte, which is basically white. I mean, why do we have to have 60 gazillion colors for white? Eggshell, cream, soft halo. I don't know. All this crap they got all the time. Fossilized poo. You know, what are we talking about? Hey-o. Hold on. Let's do a couple more. I thought I would definitely keep the show to under 30 minutes today, but I did. Let's see. Oh, okay, here's a good one. Let's do... we got two more we're going to do. Two more. First of all, this one says, water might not be wet, okay? This is because most scientists define wetness as a liquid's ability to maintain contact with a solid surface, meaning that water itself is not wet, but can make other objects wet. So now I really want you to ponder this one for a while. The water itself is not wet, but the water makes things wet. It's like, I don't know. It's like what I do is not actually it's not actual entertainment, but because you watch it, it becomes entertainment. You know what I mean? All right, let's leave it with this one here. A chicken. I don't know why I said a turkey. A chicken once lived for 18 months without a head. Mike the chicken's incredible feat was recorded back in the 1940s. He survived as his jugular vein and most of his brainstem were left mostly intact, ensuring just enough brain function remained for survival. In the majority of cases, a headless chicken dies in a matter of minutes. I would like to take that a step further and say a headless chicken is already dead, all right? And if you cut the head off of a chicken, a few minutes, a few days, the chicken's dead. The chicken's dead. You cut off its head. I wonder how long I could last without a head. We should try that out. Maybe that'd be like a new TV show, a reality show. I cut off my head, see how long I last. Maybe see if my head lives longer than the rest of my body. I don't know, right? But here's the thing about it too. So they say the chicken lived for 18 months without the head. So they cut the head off. Why? They must have cut the head off for a reason, right? They were going to use the chicken. So then they noticed it still was alive. So they just left it there with half a head, like a brain stem hanging out and just like wandering around. And why would you not just finish it off? Like, we gave it one try and the brain stem's still there. So you know what that means. We just got to let them live it out in horrible, agonizing, torturous pain, because we effed up. What are you going to do? Hey-o. All right, we're going to leave it there today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, gosh, I thank you so much for taking the time to be with me here on Operation Status Quo. Again, want to thank the Global Music Awards. I want to thank them for their recognition of my song, If I Could. If you haven't heard it yet, get out there and stream the Happy Day album on all your favorite music streaming platforms and give it a listen. Of course, thanking again, Hands in Motion, School of Music and Productions, NASA, and of course, Lanny Battistini. Thank you guys so much. And I want to thank Damien the Dinosaur and Joey for being here today. And of course, I have to thank the people chiming in on the chat. Thank you, Tommaso, the realtor, and of course, our buddy and good friend, RC3 in the hizzy. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't done so already, please take the time to like, subscribe, share, send this out to your friends, your family, those you love, and of course, those you despise as well. God bless each and every one of you. And until next time, Operation Status Quo, disengaged.